Artifact. Object made by human hands, typically historical. A cultural artifact. A historical artifact. An archaeological artifact. An ancient artifact. Archaeologists discovered an artifact that provided insight into prehistoric cultures. Artifacts from ancient civilizations help historians understand early human societies. Compensate. To make up for a loss or deficiency. Financially compensated. Adequately compensated. Amply compensated. Fully compensated. Companies should compensate employees fairly for their time, skills, and dedication. The company provided benefits to compensate for the employees' long working hours. Deterioration. The process of becoming worse or declining. Rapid deterioration. Significant deterioration. Physical deterioration. Gradual deterioration. Urban deterioration affects infrastructure, public safety, and overall living conditions. The deterioration of moral values affects societal harmony and ethical decision-making. Hegemony. Dominance or leadership by one group. Political hegemony. Cultural hegemony. Economic hegemony. Global hegemony. The empire's hegemony began to decline due to internal conflicts and external threats. Many nations resist the hegemony of powerful countries by strengthening their alliances. Irreparable. Impossible to fix or restore to its original state. Irreparable damage. Irreparable harm. Irreparable injury. Irreparable loss. A damaged reputation may result in irreparable consequences for public figures. His betrayal inflicted irreparable damage on their long-standing friendship and trust. Patent. A legal right granted for an invention. A drug patent. An invention patent. A product patent. A software patent. The inventor obtained a patent for his groundbreaking renewable energy technology. The patent application process requires extensive documentation and legal approval. Statutory. Required, permitted, or enacted by law. A statutory duty. A statutory requirement. A statutory obligation. A statutory provision. Statutory obligations compel governments to ensure citizens' rights and uphold justice. Statutory taxes are levied by the government to fund public services and infrastructure. Formidable. Causing fear or respect due to strength. Formidable opponent. Formidable challenge. Formidable task. Formidable reputation. Climate change remains a formidable challenge, requiring urgent global cooperation. The formidable team of experts tackled the complex scientific problem with precision. Arduous. Involving considerable effort, difficult or strenuous. Arduous task. Arduous journey. Arduous process. Arduous work. The arduous journey through the mountains tested the endurance of every traveler. The arduous training regimen pushed the athletes to their physical and mental limits. Superfluous. More than is needed or required. Superfluous detail. Superfluous information. Superfluous expenses. Superfluous work. We must eliminate superfluous expenses to ensure the project stays within budget. Superfluous details in the presentation made it more difficult to follow the argument. Exorbitant. Excessive or unreasonably high in price. Exorbitant prices. Exorbitant fees. Exorbitant demands. Exorbitant costs. Some medications have exorbitant prices, making healthcare inaccessible for many. Some ticket vendors charge exorbitant prices for entry to popular concerts and events. Precaution. A measure taken in advance to prevent harm. Safety precautions. Security precautions. Extra precautions. Health precautions. The company recalled defective products as a precaution for customer safety concerns. Extra security measures were implemented as a precaution against possible cyber attacks. Emerging. Starting to exist, develop, or become prominent. Emerging markets. Emerging problems. Emerging technology. Emerging trends. Emerging technologies are reshaping industries and transforming global economies. Many emerging startups focus on innovative solutions for environmental challenges. Legitimate. Conforming to the law or rules, lawful. A legitimate heir. A legitimate ruler. A legitimate marriage. A legitimate excuse. The company provided legitimate reasons for the sudden increase in product prices. She provided legitimate documentation to prove her eligibility for financial assistance. Penultimate. Second to last in a sequence. The penultimate stage. The penultimate phase. The penultimate chapter. The penultimate paragraph. The speaker's penultimate point emphasized the need for immediate policy changes. His performance in the penultimate round determined his overall competition ranking. Redundancy. Unnecessary repetition or superfluous information. Compulsory redundancies. Voluntary redundancy. A redundancy package. A redundancy program. The firm implemented job cuts due to financial difficulties and workforce redundancy. The manager's speech was full of redundancy, repeating the same points over and over. Conducive. Making a certain situation or outcome likely. Conducive environment. Conducive to learning. Conducive to growth. Conducive to success. Effective leadership creates a conducive atmosphere for innovation and collaboration. Proper nutrition and exercise are conducive to maintaining overall physical well-being. Paragon. A perfect example of a particular quality. Paragon of virtue. Paragon of excellence. Paragon of wisdom. Paragon of beauty. The athlete's dedication to training made him a paragon of discipline and excellence. Their paragon of customer service has set the standard for other businesses to follow. Sanguine. Hopeful, especially in difficult situations. Sanguine outlook. Sanguine temperament. Sanguine expectations. Sanguine personality. Even during tough times, a sanguine perspective helps maintain optimism and impetus. The scientist remained sanguine about technological advancements in medical research. Ubiquitous. Present or found everywhere simultaneously. Ubiquitous presence. Ubiquitous technology. Ubiquitous advertising. Ubiquitous influence. Fast food chains are ubiquitous, offering convenient meals in most cities worldwide. The influence of social media is ubiquitous, affecting nearly every aspect of daily life.